everyone. Welcome to Big Ring Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Dear Haiti, Love Alaine by Maika Moulite and Maritza Moulite.
We apologize if that's not correct.
Yeah, they're not up and coming. They're fresh new authors.
This is debut. This is their first book.
So here we go.
They're sisters.
I had a physical arc of this, but also on Edelweiss.
I got it off of NetGalley, I want to say, and it was really weird.
NetGalley, yeah, I think.
Yeah, because it's the eARC Press, and I'm auto-approved on NetGalley. It was like, because chunks of it were missing, and I kept trying to figure out how to email their tech services to be like, hey, just so you know, like a third of the book is missing, and I could not find that anywhere. So if anybody at eARC Press sees this now, your eARC, big chunks of it are missing.
Well, and that sometimes happens, though, because this book uses a variety of formats, like different
emails and stuff.
Yeah, email, text messages, and sometimes that'll happen.
But if I hadn't had the arc, it wouldn't have made any sense. I wouldn't have. I would either probably wouldn't have even finished reading it.
That's fair, because you wouldn't have read half of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, this book is about Alaine, whose parents have been divorced since she was young. Her mom is kind of a big-time political, not correspondent, but anchor on a Sunday political show. And basically, her high-rise career really left no room for Alaine in her life. And
Alaine had a great dad.
She really did have a great dad. And Elaine's kind of, in a way, trying to follow in her mother's footsteps, too, because she kind of has dreams of becoming a journalist and kind of fighting the good fight. All of that is kind of not paused, but changed when Elaine's mother is supposed to come for career day. And so as an assignment for career day, her whole class is told to watch the Sunday's show. And on that show, Elaine's mom is seen slapping one of the senators that she's interviewing.
Who deserved it.
Right. But this causes kind of like a media controversy, and, her mother then kind of flees, checks out, goes back to Haiti, where she's originally from, where Elaine's father is originally from, where they all have family at, and kind of in that line of all of the consequences that happen as a result of that, Alaine gives a presentation, and it doesn't go well. And so she's suspended, and her parents have decided that the best punishment for her is for her to go to Haiti to be with her aunt and mom. Her aunt is part of a donation volunteer kind of app service for Haiti. So Alaine is going there to volunteer for the rest of her school year, and while she's there, she's also completing a project. So she's really learning more about her family history. So that's what's going on in this book.
So I really liked this book.
I really liked it too. I thought it was interesting, and I always respond well when they use different formats like letters and diary entries and postcards and text messages.
When it's done appropriately,
well, and it makes sense.
Right, because sometimes they just throw it in there, but this was very organic. It was like, this is just how the story is being told.
And I love the one part that was like one of my favorites. I guess every time Elaine's father has to talk to her about something that's like uncomfortable, he'll bake her bread.
Yeah.
And so she talks about how she's like, I'm going to hide that bread maker.
That's true.
And then like a little while later, you see a letter. He's like, have you seen my bread maker?
Yeah.
It was so good. It's like, that's hilarious.
Well, and I liked Alaine because the book is told through Elaine's, like, she's writing these almost diary entries, kind of like essays. And like, I liked Elaine's voice. I liked that she was strong. I liked learning about Haiti. I've never read a book that really gives you insight to Haiti and Haitian culture.
Well, and not to the extent that you see in this, because it's not just focusing on the richest of the citizens or the poorest of the citizens. It's showing kind of a very collective view into kind of the holistic view of the country.
It's also an interesting take on the idea of immigration, because her father was raised in a poorer part of Haiti, and her mother was very, very wealthy, and they both came to the United States through different means, and they both really worked to accomplish things and were very successful, and I liked that view. And I liked the view that they were kind of like, so now, Alaine, you got to realize that you got to work for stuff. We're not just going to give you everything. So I liked that too. She had a little bit of a love interest, which was sweet, and I liked that, but it wasn't like overwhelmingly.
Yeah, it wasn't the point of the story, and if it wasn't there, I don't think the story.
No.
It would have been just as solidly built.
Right. But it made sense and it worked. There were a couple parts, like when she gets caught up in like this family secret, that I was like, this is going on a little bit too long. But other than that, like this is a first book, and it's an excellent first book.
But the thing is, there were, and kind of related to the family secret, there are elements of magical realism and voodoo.
But voodoo is very important to the Haitian culture, so that makes perfect sense.
And the thing is, though, I liked it. I typically don't like magical realism. Yeah. Like, usually I'm, like, completely against it. But no, like, for me, it worked, and I enjoyed it.
See, I didn't really feel that it was magical realism. Like, I felt like that was just, like, their culture.
It read like magical realism a little bit to me.
I don't know. Maybe if I need to reread it. Because to me, it just felt like this voodoo is part of their culture, and that's what it was. But no, I will keep reading books by them.
Oh, certainly.
This is, like I said, this is their first book. It's coming out soon. I was impressed. I liked the cover.
It went really well. It read really quickly. It was engrossing. I liked it.
And I think this is one of those things that different people are going to take different things out of. But I think if I give this to just any average kid, like, hey, you want a book about a girl who's mad at her parents, or hey, you want to learn about this culture, I think there's like a lot people can get out of it.
Oh, what we didn't talk about, though, and I'm not going to give too much information about it, but somebody in the book has early onset Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And
I've
never seen it from the perspective of kind of the other family that's dealing with it, especially from a YA standpoint, and I thought it was really well done. It was really interesting.
Very well done, and you don't see that. And honestly, with people having children later in life and Alzheimer's, early onset, you can have early onset in your 20s. So yeah, kids are dealing with that. No, the whole book is very well done.
It is. It's really well done. So
it's going to be on a words list.
Yeah, actually, I did want to mention that. Like, I will be shocked if you don't keep hearing this book when it comes to award season.
It's going to be something. It's going to be on some list somewhere.
Yeah. So. At least Morris, if not more than that.
I think it's going to totally make the Morris list.
I don't know if it qualifies for Prince, but if it does, this would be a Prince book, I think. It's got potential.
I totally see it on Morris.
And it kind of reminded me a little bit of Fire on High. A little bit.
Maybe.
Like little kind of flashes reminding me of that. And I definitely think that Fire on High is going to...
Oh, it's going to be Prince list.
A big contender for Princes.
So we should rate it.
Okay. So our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns. If you don't like it, it doesn't get a horn and is therefore a horse. Where are you?
I'm going to get a 4, 4.5. I'm just not quite a 5. Because I liked it. I liked the writing. I thought for a first book it was phenomenal. But parts of it dragged just a wee bit for me.
I'm at a 4 too because of the same. Yes, it was engrossing. However, there were certain parts that kind of dragged a little bit. So, yes.
So that's where we are. And like we highly recommend Dear Haiti.
Yeah.
Love Alaine. We'll see you around.
All right. See ya.
Bye.